Hey everyone, this is Lisa Steiner, and I'm making this video for our discussion board. We were supposed to pick out one of the three articles and answer three questions that went with it. I chose how do early childhood experiences shape adult life, but which ones? And the first question that went with it was, what do I think of the article specifically? And I really liked the article, and I think that it did a fairly good job of answering the question, but I don't think that it was specific enough. And the fact that at the very end it said that with medication and therapy, that no matter what happened in early childhood in your life, that you could overcome them. And I haven't heard that to be the case in any of my research. So I don't know where they pulled that from. But that brings me to my second question, which is, do I think that it's possible that early emotional support can affect the education, social life, and romantic relationships in adulthood, and why or why not? As a psychology student and as a mother of 7 and grandma of 4, as well as just being hired on to be an early childhood educator for Teach for America, an advocacy program to solve educational inequity for lower income students, I know that the more we are emotionally supported and early on in life, the better chance we have at developing normally, not only mentally, but physiologically and psychologically. Huh, big words. So, anyways, I had a class called Research Methods, where I developed a case study on positive feedback and what it did for kids. And I found that when kids feel like they're emotionally supported and they are taught that they are emotionally supported, they do this thing called self-regulation, which is they learn that they have the skills that they need to handle their emotions. And they also develop a sense of self-worth from this knowledge that they can handle whatever they need to. And this directly impacts them in such a way that they then can go on to have self-esteem develop, and this makes them so they develop a resiliency to life's problems, which brings me to the third question was, do you think that it's possible that early experiences influence anxiety disorders, in adolescence? And sorry, I'm like all over the map with this. Why or why not? Yeah. I know that the early experiences we have directly affect anxiety in adolescence. And I base that on the fact that, from what I've learned, anxiety is nothing more than an emotional reaction to stress. And our book confirms that, in that it says chronic stress makes it so that the brain can't handle the stress, and it shuts down learning. I know from personal experience, when I get anxious, that I don't test as well and that I don't think clearly. This video is one of them, but I'm not highly anxious at this point because I've made this video like 10 times. Anyways, but anxiety brings out or stops cognition, and so yes, it can definitely make it so that we have what's called a feedback loop. And when we get anxious, we don't think, then we don't handle, our, our emotions, and then that causes us to panic and puts us in where we release all these chemicals, and then our brain goes back into not thinking even less clearly, and it just cycles and cycles, and that becomes like an everyday reaction, and it feeds upon itself, and we develop disorders. So yes, unless we teach kids to self-regulate and that they have that ability, and we give them those early experiences where they feel supported and know that they have this and they got this and that they are able to do whatever they set their minds to, we definitely will experience some problems. So that's my video. Hope to see you guys later. Bye.